Okay, let's do a quick overview of the Jupyterlab environment. So the tool that we just created in the last video, we're going to go ahead and open. And once Jupyter launches, I want to walk you through a couple of nuances about the tool. So the tool operates off of the file system that's mounted locally here. You can see that it took us into this home directory initially, and then into this matrix project files directory. This matrix project files directory is where all the files for the matrix platform get stored. So here on the launcher, we can start creating different artifacts that we'll put in the file directory. So for example, I'm going to make a simple text file, and we're going to rename it as a Python script. We'll just call it test.py. Save it, and you'll see over here in the text editor, it now automatically represents it as a Python script. Spell hello correctly. Alright. We can also launch different types of objects. We can launch notebooks. We'll explore these in significant depth in the future because this will be the primary tool that we'll use for the majority of the class. You'll have a couple of assignments here shortly to allow you to personally explore them. But you can see when I created a notebook over here, it created one. We can also rename it test. I can do the same thing over here. I can write a piece of Python script. The difference is that inside of the notebook, as opposed to the script, like if I wanted to run the script, I'd have to come over here to the terminal. From the terminal, and I have to navigate to the directory where it was. Then I could run it, from the command line, which is exciting. But inside of the notebook, it's much more convenient. I can just write this here in this cell, and this cell is an executable environment. And I just write this command, hit play, and you can see that whatever the output is from the cell then prints out in line and a new cell is created. This creates this really dynamic, iterative environment that's pretty exciting. And you can see that we're starting to create artifacts over here. Python scripts, this IPYNB stands for IPython Notebook. What is now Jupyter used to be called IPython. That naming convention has changed, but the file extension has not. So when you see this IPython Notebook, it's an homage to the days when the Jupyter environment used to be called IPython for different reasons. It's interesting to look into that history. As it concerns MatrixDS, you can see that we've created a couple of files in the notebook, and those files are now available in the general matrix project. So if you were to go and collaborate on this project, or if someone was going to forklift this project, then they would get access to those files that you've created in the Jupyterlab tool. Okay, that's I think all we want to talk about with the environment. It's now your turn to play around with it.